Assalamu alaikum. This is Syeda Nazmun Depu, Assistant Teacher of Milestone School and College, Sector 6. Welcome to my class again. How are you everyone? I hope you all are fine and safe by the grace of Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, I am also fine. Dear students, today our class long is 24 and we will learn transformation of sentence affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative. Before starting our new topic, we will review the previous class. Dear students, in previous class you have learned without clues from unit 1 to 3. How can you fill in the gaps? I think you have filled answered correctly. Okay. Now let's see the answer. Yes, the answer is one day Raja's mother asked him to come to the kitchen. She wanted to make the untidy kitchen neat and clean. She told Raja to help her. Raja took the pots and plates from the table to keep on the cupboard. She swept and mopped the floor. She thanked and encouraged him for his help. Now let's see another fill in the gaps or without clues. I hope you have already done. Okay, let's check the answer. Sharing has a strong healing effect. When someone gets shocked, he must share it with his nearer ones. One day, Flora saw that Farabi was looking untidy with ruffled hair. She insisted him on sharing what happened. He said that he was dropped from the football tournament and it was very painful for him. Well done, students. You have answered all correctly. My dear students, look at the following images and read the sentences. Here at the first sentence, we see the building is tall. This is affirmative sentence. And the negative is the building is not short. We see their structure is different but meaning is same. In the same way, at the second picture we see the water is clean. This is affirmative sentence. But negative is the water is not dirty. Here also we see the structure is different but same meaning. Okay, now students, can you understand what we are going to study and what type of sentences are there? Yes, this is affirmative to negative. And now we are going to study transformation of sentence affirmative to negative. This is our today's topic. Okay, learning outcomes. Here we learn affirmative and negative sentence. Utilize the basic rules of transformation and change the sentence from affirmative to negative. Okay, what is affirmative to negative in transformation of sentence? So affirmative to negative means অর্থাৎ বাক্যের অর্থ পরিবর্তিত রেখে হাবোধক বাক্যকে নাবোধক বাক্যে রূপান্তর করা। Now students, here we see some words or rules which we must remember if we want to transform from affirmative to negative, in the same way negative to affirmative. Okay, if there is only if only means person, we can change into non-but, and if only object, so we can change into nothing but, and if only means number, we can change into not more than or not less than, and if there is every, we can change into there is no, and after there is no we must use noun, and after that we use but. Okay, now we see some examples. Here are some examples. Okay, only affirmative sentence, only Allah can help us, so negative will be none but Allah can help us. Okay, if only means subject, there is only some books on the table, so we can change into negative, there is nothing but some books on the table. If only means number, so we can change into not more than or not less than. So examples, I had only 5 taka in my pocket during my going to school, so negative will be I had not more than or not less than 5 taka in my pocket during my going to school. If there is every in the sentence, so every learner wants to make good result, there is no learner but wants to make good result, so everybody likes an honest man, so this will be there is nobody but likes an honest man. Okay. Now here we see other words, that the must, have to, has to. This is the same structure, so must, if there is must in the sentence, we can change into cannot but or cannot help. So if we use cannot help, the verb will be added with ing. Okay, and have to, has to, in the same way we can change with cannot but or cannot help, and had to, this is past from, so we can change into could not but or could not help plus verb plus ing. Examples, we see I must go there, so we can change in this way, I cannot but go there, so we must use cannot but. Okay, have to, we have to solve the problem anyhow now, so we can change in this way, cannot but solve the problem anyhow now. He has to make a journey in January, he cannot but make a journey in January. Okay, had to, they had to do the work for the betterment of others, so we can change in this way, they could not but do the work for the betterment of others. Dear students, we must use affirmative to negative, and in this way we must think how can change into negative into affirmative. Okay. If there is many in sentence, so we can change into not a few, and in the same way a few will be changed into not many, and much will be not a little, and a little will be not much. If there is countable noun, we must use not or a few, but if there is uncountable noun, we must use much or not a little. Okay, we see some examples. I have many friends. I have not a few friends. Okay, in opposite way, the man has a few problems, so we can change in this way. The man has not many problems. There are much crops in the fields, so this is uncountable noun, so we can change in this way. There were not a little crops in the fields. We live in a little distance from the town, so we do not live much distance from the town. Okay, if there is always in the sentence, we can change into never and with opposite word. So we must know some opposite word. And very, if there is very, we must use not plus opposite word and plus at all. Okay, and adjective, if there is adjective, the sentence is with adjective, so we must use not plus opposite adjective, and sometimes not always. Okay, here we see some example. He is always regular in the class. He is never irregular in the class. This is opposite word of irregular. Okay, very, if there is very, so we can change in this way. The boy is very attentive to his studies. So the boy is not inattentive to his studies at all. Okay, adjective, there is adjective in the sentence. So Rahmat Mia is an honest farmer. We can change in this way. Rahmat Mia is not a dishonest farmer. And my uncle sometimes visits our home. My uncle does not visit our homes always. We can keep always at the last of the sentence. Okay, there is as soon as, so we can there the same way, hardly had, scarcely had, we can change into no sooner had. This is past perfect tense. Okay, we can change in this structure, and both are and. So if both used before a noun, we can use not only, and instead of and we can use but also. Here we see some example. As soon as I saw him, he called me. This is affirmative sentence. So in the negative sentence we can change. No sooner had I seen him than he called me. Okay, hardly had. In the same way, we can change into no sooner had. Hardly had I finished my lesson when mother came to me. And no sooner had I finished my lesson than my mother came to me. Scarcely had we finished our journey when the rain started. Okay, negative will be no sooner had we finished our journey than the rain started. Okay, Hasib is both a bright student and popular cricketer. The negative will be Hasib is not only a bright student but also popular cricketer. Okay, if there is SS, that is positive from positive degree, so we can change into negative in comparative degree. Okay, so some examples. Ratul is as tall as Mihat, so we can change into comparative degree. Ratul is not taller than Mihat. If the sentence is universal truth, so we can change into negative interrogative from. Like in the affirmative sentence, the moon shines at night, so negative will be, doesn't the moon shine at night? Okay, in this same way we can change into like the sun rises in the east, so doesn't the sun rise in the east? Okay, if the sentence used with by plus verb plus ing, we can change into without plus verb plus ing, and to plus adjective plus to plus verb, so we can change, the negative will be so plus adjective plus subject can or could not. Okay, we see some example. So by walking fast you can reach early, so the negative will be, without walking fast you cannot reach early. And if the sentence start with to plus adjective plus to, the man was too weak to walk, so the negative will be, the man was so weak that he could not walk. So we must remember that if the sentence is in present form, so we must use cannot, and if the sentence is past form, we must use could not. So here the sentence is past form, so we must use could not. The man was so weak that he could not walk. And the next sentence, the sentence is in present form, the man is too weak to walk, so the negative will be, the man is so weak that he cannot walk. Dear students, in comparative degree, their affirmative sentence must be comparative degree or superlative degree. So we can change negative into positive degree. Okay, no other plus object plus verb. And if there is only helping verb যদি থাকে তাহলে আমরা nothing but. Okay, and natural rules, this is, so we can change into natural solution. Okay, we see the some examples. Karim is taller than any other boy in the class. This is comparative degree, so negative will be, no other boy in the class is as tall as Karim. And superlative degree from, Karim is the tallest boy in the class, so the negative will be, no other boy in the class is as tall as Karim. Okay, Habil is a student of class 9, so there is only is helping verb, so Habil is nothing but a student of class 9. The natural rules, some we can change in this way. Every mother loves her child, so we can change into opposite word. Every mother does not hate her child, or no mother hates her child. Okay, now students, here are some opposite words, so you must learn it. So here you can take it as a screenshot. So if there is any problem, you can ask your subject teacher. Okay. At a glance, here we see some rules what we have learned. So you must learn it, you must keep it in your mind. So how can change into affirmative to negative? Okay. Now transform the following sentence into affirmative. We have learned affirmative to negative, and in the same way negative to affirmative. Okay, can you answer the question? Can you change into negative? Yes, I think you have done well. Now see the answer. Okay, I could not catch the train. Negative will be, this is negative, and affirmative will be, I missed the train. There is no rose but has a thorn. This is negative sentence, and affirmative will be, every rose has a thorn. I am never against him. Affirmative will be, I always support him. None will deny this. Okay, everyone will admit this. He did not act wisely. Okay, he acted foolishly. We use opposite word. Not time for group work. So change the following sentence into negative form. Okay, now students, make a group and you can change into negative. I think you have done already. Okay, now let's see the answer. I need a book only. Okay, negative will be, I need nothing but a book. He failed to keep his promise. So negative will be, he did not keep his promise. I need 10 taka only. Negative sentence, I do not need more than 10 taka. Every cloud has a silver lining. There is no cloud without a silver lining. 5th sentence, only money can save me now. Nothing but money can save me now. Every effect has cause. Okay, negative will be, there is no effect without a cause. I eat only one thing. I do not eat more than one thing. He refused the money. He did not accept the money. Okay, and all men must die. Negative will be, none can avoid death. And 10 wrong answer. Every lightning has a thunder. There is no lightning without a thunder. Now students, this is time for homework, and today our homework now is 24. Okay, there are 10 sentences and we can change in affirmative to negative or negative to affirmative. Okay, first sentence, there is no mother but loves a child. So this is negative sentence, so you can change into affirmative. By working hard you can shine in life. This is affirmative, you can change into negative. Peter plays better than Rahul. This is affirmative sentence. We found the concert boring. The Podda is a large river. Okay, we can change into negative. Majya is always punctual in the class. This is also affirmative sentence. The tea is too hot for me to drink. You can change into negative. The morning was too cold. The morning was too cold for us to go out. We can change into negative. Neera insisted that she was telling the truth. Okay, this is affirmative sentence and you can change into negative. Melvin is not an inattentive learner at all. So this is negative sentence and you can change into affirmative sentence. Okay, now students, you will write homework at home. Okay. Dear students, I hope you have understood the topic affirmative to negative and now you can practice at home. After completing your homework, you must submit to your subject teacher. Stay well and safe. Thank you so much. Goodbye.